yourself a man if you can't keep your composure, nigga. Straight up.
I'm sorry, I thought it was the dip.
Dip, what? Dip, what?
I want to get the owl part in.
16.
You like that?
The owl?
You like that?
Yeah.
Who did that? Somebody like 50-something years old. You know that's me on the Dipset track.
Yo, that's some sick shit. Imagine your girl being on the Dipset track. Talking about some owl. Anyway. I go by Ski, 1/3 of your girlfriend's favorite podcast.
Definitely our favorite podcast.
Definitely.
Let's hope so.
I hope so too.
I think it is.
I hope. My man Kodak Black said, I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so.
That's your girlfriend? That's your girlfriend?
I hope so.
I talked on the phone with a girl last night. To the right of me, I got the homie Sport.
You already know.
I mean, Mr. Workbag, Mr. Dangerous.
Player on and off the field.
To the left of me, I got Juanito, Hugh Hefner, the 40-year-old phenom.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, let me go by the dip.
You back at it again. 16, man. That's a milestone.
So 16.
Well, it's not a milestone, but we've been doing it for a long
It is a
time.
milestone, yeah.
15 would have been a milestone.
And we doing it. We going to keep doing it.
What's it,
We
4
ain't stopping.
months?
4
8,
months?
12, 16. Yeah.
Yo, if you knew this was been in fruition, like in talks for like a year and a half, like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, we wasn't gonna do it.
yeah, we definitely like kind of
was
went
looking
away
like-
with it, and you're like, yo,
And one day we were just like, fuck it, let's just do it.
and then it was
y'all
like-
trying to come up.
I was like, oh, here go the logo right. It was like, no, it's not that one. We said this one. Like, my
yeah.
bad. Yeah, my bad, yo.
My bad. How y'all feeling?
Good, man.
Feeling wonderful, man. Feeling good.
I'm good. I feel like we coming down to the this shit feel like we in the nitty gritty. we keep saying these cliche lines and shit like that. But you know when you in it, like you know what I mean. You in it, like their fifth day, their fourth day of work, like you know what I mean. We be working hard, man. We work late too to provide this content, and it's not like a like it take a lot to put in to create what we create, like in everybody. And I do applaud everybody, like everybody hands on deck though, like
For sure, it makes it easy. It's hard, but it makes it easy because it would be a lot harder if it was just like one of us.
yeah. So it
It'd
definitely
be too
is
much.
worth
We
it.
wouldn't be able to handle. But the fact that we all, put our hands in everything it makes it a lot easier. Okay.
And we constantly growing too.
For sure. As you can see.
Yeah, visual coming.
We visual.
Yeah, we try to start up this Facebook group, man.
Oh yeah.
A men's clubhouse, like you know what I mean.
Yep.
A place where you can, tap in sports.
Yeah, we can talk about everything.
Everything. Your nut ass baby moms.
Yeah, especially like I be feeling like I be having a lot
I
of
don't know
like
why I said that.
I be feeling like I be having a lot of like sidebar conversations with people, even about the episode and stuff like that. And I feel like we need a place where you can centralize
Just
that
kinda
conversation.
centralize it,
Yeah, or even like when we started talking about like sports and like tickets and stuff like that. Like I'll have like 5 different chats that people talking about that shit. I'm like, yo, don't ask me, ask everybody. Like you know what I mean. So a place where and I think guys too, we just be on some tough shit. Like if you don't know them, you can't really speak to them. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't speak to them.
Especially in Philly.
Yeah,
The city of
yeah.
Philly is a weird city.
Yeah.
They don't want no parts with you unless you. It's transactional.
I was talking
It's
about
a dick
earlier.
eating city.
Somebody
Bunch of
threw out
dick
my
eaters.
I was trying to put it in a nicer way, but yeah, it's a
exactly,
dick eating city. Yeah.
Definitely a dick eating city.
exactly. But we definitely evolve. We're gonna do some more things, more events and things like that as it grow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Start a foundation, maybe. No.
I mean, fuck it. We can do it all. Jack
That's
of
what I'm
all
saying.
trades.
Like, yeah, I definitely want to start. Like, I don't know if I spoke to you about start having stuff like game nights and shit like that. We could do things.
It kind of sucks because I did want to start. I did want to do a like a DIPP fantasy football league,
yeah.
but it's I don't know, it's just we got a lot going on right now. We got to ease into some stuff before we do that.
Yeah, so I think that'll go hand in hand with the group. I think the group is the first spot to do things, and then it's like from there we gonna start shit. Even if it's a couple pickup games, like the fuck,
Yeah.
bragging
be
rights.
decent.
Get some dip trophies and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah,
that's
it's not a
dope.
bad idea. Bring your 3. Don't be bringing nobody that's real good though. Like we ain't for that shit. Like we want all amateurs.
I actually want to play. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
I ain't playing.
I remember this is crazy. I remember I was playing on 11th and Bainbridge one time, right? Bull pulled up on a bike with a winter coat on, and my man was captain, right? So he picked some other bull, but I'm looking at the bull like he pulled up out of nowhere. Like, yo, let's pick him, like because the bull he picked didn't look like he could play, but he was next technically, right?
Yeah.
So the other team picked him. First play of the game, windmill. Everybody quit. Everybody walked off the court. It was done after that. There was no point in playing.
Right.
I'm talking about like Zion Williamson. Like
I ain't even talking 5s though. Let's do 3s. I don't think I got 5s in me no more. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do some things. Definitely evolving and just growing in general.
right.
Absolutely.
There's 16 many to come.
Yes, indeed. What we talking about today? What we getting into?
A part of me, I'm just trying to find an article.
We talking about it was an article out stating the cost that it takes, like how much money that it costs with inflation, how much it costs to raise kids. And it specified kids born
Before they 18.
before they 18 and the I think it was like the latter 2000s or something like that, from 2000 on.
After 2,
Yeah, something like that.
I can't find this article.
What was the price? Are you looking it up?
The total lump sum was $300,000. I do remember that, and it was saying it equated to $18,000 a year.
18,000 a year, which
for one kid?
per child, mainly based around haircuts,
Right.
sports,
So I think
tuition.
back to school stuff, clothes, all that.
Yeah,
It's not even counting. I don't even think it's counting groceries.
yeah, no, it counted
It counted
groceries.
groceries.
It don't count like the extra stuff like V-Bucks and stuff. I don't think.
Or just like even just like the simple stuff like bills, like the cost of like your water bill is double.
Well, I think that's what they took in account of how things go up. Far as like your first pair of sneak you might buy your kid might run you $40, but in 10 years that sneak gonna cost you $200,
Right.
just based off the size of their feet,
Right.
and then you times that by how much the cost of living go up. That if sneaks when we grew up was $100,
Right.
now they 200, then they might be more than that. That's not my fault, is it?
Deserves Encore.
Oh shit! I'm trying to find this article.
Yeah, I got it. It's in the shade room.
So $300 a kid. 300,000 a kid.
300,000, yeah.
3 kids. That's $900,000.
For a middle class family. Yeah.
Okay. I got the article right.
$900,000, almost $1 million.
So a recent study shows it costs parents $300,000 to raise a child in the United States as inflation soars nationwide to a 40-year high. The study conducted by the Brookings Institution found that the cost of paying for a child through high school or until 17 or 18 years old is estimated to be $300,000, which comes out to $18,271 per year. In comparison, in 2021, the average cost of raising a child born to a middle-income married couple was approximately $267,000. So it went up from last year.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, they got when they grow up, they got to
Buy,
be
like,
something because
close
I
to
need my money
50,000.
back.
Honestly,
I need my bread back.
I think it's a lot. And then you times it by how many kids.
That's
you
what I'm
have.
saying.
Yeah,
3
so-
kids is 300,000 a pop. That's
that's crazy. If you got 3, you paying them.
9,000.
I mean, if you add
if
you crunch the numbers and you see like, I'm pretty sure that like 18,000 might be like a high number for like regular folks, whatever like that. But when you crunch the numbers and you think like how much money you make a year, how much you delegate that to like taking care of your kids and stuff like that, it's definitely like gonna be like majority of your income,
Right.
and that's like you gotta think like how much cheaper your bills are if you didn't have kids running electricity and stuff like that, and like extracurricular stuff like football and stuff like that. That shit costs money.
Yeah, my kids was going to private school up until kindergarten,
Yeah,
and this shit was like a second rent.
yeah,
That shit
exactly.
was, I couldn't wait for them to go to public school. Like, and
But being
my
from
son's still in private school.
yeah, like
Catholic
being
school.
from the inner city, like they basically told you that like public schools don't exist in the city no more for the most part. Like And if they do, they horrible. So
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's the reason why we moved out
Yeah.
to the county was because the public school system. I'm sorry, I don't knock nobody, but my kids was not going to public school in Philly.
yeah, so you kind of leave you like charter or pay
Some
tuition.
choices, yeah.
Yeah, and then even like that, it's like so many charters switching over from public to charter. So you might still have a bad school, but it's a charter school now because they took over. But it's definitely not. It's a certain quality. To these
Even the
schools
kids
and
that go to
stuff like
charter
that.
school now, it's like it's no difference anymore. It
Yeah.
wasn't a difference back in the day, honestly. Like
Yeah.
it's just kids are so fucked up now. It's just I don't know.
No, but I remember things like I went to architecture and design school and we had like X-Acto knives, like blades and stuff like that in classroom. And then like slowly, when my little brother went there, like 7 years later, they got rid of all that stuff and it's metal detectors. We never had a metal detector in our school.
That's how it was when I went to Bertram. The first year I went to Bertram, it wasn't no metal detectors. But then my
It
12th
slowly,
grade year,
it changed.
that's because they shot the principal. Shot the assistant principal and shit. Yeah.
You went there with Nuss?
No, that's what's with me. What happened was he got the boy,
What I say? What I say?
What I say?
he got in tussle with the guy and the guy went off and shot him or some shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah, so they had put the fucking metal detectors.
Vice principal probably was scared of
I
shit.
had a homie in high school. He actually he snuck his chopper in school though, with the metal detector and everything. I have no. He put it in
Niggas
the
were
state
still doing that. They was
I don't know how the
still
fuck he
bringing
got
the
it
gun
to this
in.
day. I don't know how he
You
put
gotta
in. You know, remember the state pride hoodies?
Yeah.
Well, his state pride hoodie had the like the whole back was a pocket, so there was a zipper in like the inseam at the top.
Yeah.
And he put it in the back. Like,
Oh, wow.
I don't know, but like you
It had
had
to go off and they pass searched them or something, and he just got through.
yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. You know, they did bullshit pass searches. So
Yeah,
Man, they was getting motherfuckers at that door. Motherfuckers was tussling,
trying to run out.
trying to run and leave and
I
shit.
remember
Like
that, yeah.
that shit was going down at my 12th grade, my senior year.
Yeah,
out to
but
Park.
with stuff like that, like I don't know, man. Like it's very true that like, that's a lot of money that you take, and then the cost of inflation is like would always get mentioned is that like the cost of things go up steadily at a good rate, but the money you make slowly goes up. Like you know what I mean?
Even
Like
when-
I feel like $20 an hour is not no money no more. We had this conversation before. Like before it was like yo, that was a thing if you made 20 or more.
Right.
Now it was like
You
you,
had
could
to make
damn near
30.
make
You gotta make 30.
Yeah, you could damn near make 20 at Target now. So if a job like that decides to give you that type of money, then what is if that's the floor now, then what's supposed to be the ceiling or
ceiling,
somewhere
yeah.
like decent? Like you know what I mean?
I remember seeing a chart. It said something like the cost of living is only going up like I think it was like 10% within like 50 years. Something like that. I might be wrong with the percentage, but the cost of living as far as rent goes had went up like 400% or something.
Oh yeah, and then they I don't know. That's
It's
that's
like,
a whole nother story that they try to like. You can't afford to buy, but they charge you up so
charge
much
you
to
up for
rent.
rent.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the like you know what I mean? And then they put you in a spot when you talk about rent and stuff like that, where they able to raise the rent every year, like which is crazy. Like if my income is based on being able to pay this,
Right.
why do you think in 3 years that you
going
can raise it up? And
because I'm
like,
living in the same fucking apartment
Exactly.
with the same amenities and same, and if anything, it's older.
Yeah, exactly.
So why doesn't the cost of where I'm living at depreciate?
Why doesn't it depreciate? Exactly. Same thing about your car. Why your car don't get cheaper the longer you have it?
Well, the value gets cheaper.
That's what I'm saying. The
feel me?
value of it. So why does my payment get cheaper?
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not gonna be like
Everything is a scheme to come up for a couple dollars, man. Everything.
exactly.
Everything in this.
But the
world,
thing is,
America's-
you really can't short your kids because it'll stunt their growth and it'll stunt like that could be the thin line between me having my kids in something is the reason why they not in the streets, or me having my kids in something teach them core values in their life, and that shit costs you money.
So let me pose this question to you then. Do you feel like easy times make lazy children?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course,
absolutely.
of course,
Like lazy children, like lazy children.
yeah, of course.
Because if it's everything given to them, what they working for?
So you feel like your kid is lazy?
I mean, my kids had it rough. No, to a certain extent, yeah. Absolutely.
I think they
In comparison,
benefit.
you think?
They benefit from your luxuries.
to what I had to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
At this point in age, I was paying the phone bill. Like when I was 14, when I had my first gig, I'm paying the phone bill and all that. Like, these motherfuckers still getting their phone bill paid for and money. Whenever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had to work for them.
Even down to like the things we don't even think of that we thought was so normal, like the oven being a heater.
Right.
Shit like that. Like or like having to go to the laundromat and get change out of the machine and you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that was like a luxury to have a washer and dryer in your house.
Yeah. I remember we had a
you didn't have a Saturday because you spent that shit at the laundromat.
laundry,
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Or even going to the market and coming home, walking home with the cart in the cart. Like they ain't
that was a
none of
bad
shit.
joint.
Yeah,
That's a bad joint.
a cart.
Like we didn't have no reason,
bro.
but like you couldn't like the way these kids act now, like where they like all this bougie shit and all that. Like that shit went out the window a long time ago because you had to do something for survival mode that let you do like you couldn't hide no fucking food stamp card. You tried as hard as you can, but you needed the food stamp. Like
I remember we walked. I used to live on Mifflin Street. Me and my mom walked from the Pathmark on Oregon Ave with 2 bags of groceries, like 2 handfuls of groceries in each hand, from Oregon Ave to Mifflin Street, bro.
Yeah. That's what
Fucking circulation on my fingers. Like
our kids will never know that. One day I'm gonna make them do that shit. Just make them walk.
that's what my kids like certain stuff. Like my kids don't like to carry the bags out the car into the house. I'm like, yeah, imagine carrying them all the way from the market. Like you know what I mean? Or sitting on I used to sit on a SEPTA bus with the bag next to me. Like you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Deciding to get the quarter milk because it wasn't heavy. It wasn't yeah, like get the quart because you can't carry that gallon. Like,
right.
Yeah, real shit.
yeah.
6 packs of sodas and shit like that. You wasn't buying 2-liter sodas. You just go to the corner store and get what you wanted because I'm not carrying 2-liter
not carrying no
sodas
Yeah,
from the store to the crib.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them do that shit. 'Cause they live on Moore Street, so
Yeah.
Don't let you need some paper towels or toilet paper. How the fuck you carrying?
Oregon Avenue.
How
Moore
you,
Street.
you ain't buying no toilet paper, none of that shit. You gotta get that from the corner store.
Yeah, because you ain't carrying that shit. Huh?
Yo.
Or you get the Hackman. You know, you got the Hackman.
Hackman was out there for a while. Shout out to the
Hackman,
Hackman. They was creepy as shit, but the Hackman was out there.
Hackman was Uber before. It
How
was
was that?
Uber.
No, yo, think about it now. That should have never happened today.
What?
A motherfucker just pull up. You need a ride?
Yeah. No, they still prevalent though. I
Hackman
was
still
just,
out there?
yeah. I was
Hackman
just
still out there?
in the hood, the Hackman still
In
out
the
there.
hood.
Yeah.
The Hackman still.
Niggas,
Hackman.
they can't go get no job. Like, how they gonna go get a job?
And there was always a Buick.
They ain't working 30 years. Don't have no insurance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit was always a Buick too. Always a brown Buick.
They
Not the tan joint. Oh,
They
a
was just
dark
something.
ass shit brown Buick.
They always hit you with pay what you feel. Pay what you feel. You get $5. They looking at you crazy. Damn, nigga. That's like you. That's why you gonna give me $5.
That shit was normal.
How
back
far
then,
you
man.
going? Home.
But yeah, our kids ain't damn.
Kids
know that
like some of that shit wasn't an option. Like going to the market. No, your mom needed you to go with her because she needed help carrying her bags. Yeah. So if you wanted enough food, you gonna go. Like you know what I mean?
Yo, I remember
Or the option of like eating stuff that you didn't want to eat. Like my kids so like spoiled with like hey, what we eating tonight? Oh, I want this, I want that. Like that shit wasn't an option. We had what was there. Like
right.
breakfast, like stuff like that. Breakfast for dinner. That shit wasn't no like a
Breakfast for
thing. That was what we had left. Like,
We had the,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we had break. That's a thing.
You thought
like,
that was a treat. That was like a
where I work at. Like that's a thing. Oh my gosh, we got a breakfast today. Oh my gosh, like.
we had to.
What? I used to dread them fucking pancakes at fucking 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
You
like,
know, my kids love ramen noodles. Like they will ask for ramen noodles.
yeah.
Yeah, like every week they'll ask for. They call it curly noodles.
Do you get any like? Can I ask you that? Did you get like any nostalgic feeling like?
Making them ramen.
Yeah, like to just like they feel like they kind of walked in your shoes or like you know what I mean?
Fuck no.
No, I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do.
No.
I do. Like I gave my kids like hot dogs and baked beans, and it was a thing to me that they liked them because it's like, well, I was like,
You know why? Because they eating ramen noodles in central air.
Yeah, that is
in,
true.
In a cozy apartment.
true.
You know what I mean? Like, no.
No, but it's. I think I get a kick from it. Like, yo, this something that I didn't have no choice but to eat
Right.
Yeah.
and you can enjoy it. And no, I think maybe I get the luxury from because like, yo, you eating this shit because
This
I wanted
is
you to
struggle
taste
meal.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, you got a choice. Like we don't have if you told me you ain't like it, you didn't have
Yeah, I
to
think
eat it.
that's cool.
I think that's kind of
cool,
dope.
yeah.
Like something that like then it was like, yo, go buy 5 oodles of noodles from the store. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was like quarter a pack at the time.
Take
And
this
I think-
dollar, get 4.
I think my kids burnt out from that shit because they used to have that shit. Like, especially when I was unemployed and shit. Like, well, you gonna eat these noodles tonight, or you ain't eating nothing, or you gonna eat your air.
Or your kids forget the struggle.
drink
Like
your spit.
they might have had the struggle when you was like they might have had the struggle when they was younger, but
Now
now
they
your life
bougie.
better, and it's like
Oh,
now
God.
they bougie. Like
They is bougie.
you was raised off them noodles, like you know what I mean, shit like that.
They bougie.
I won't let my kids eat like SpaghettiOs and Chef Boyardee though. That's the one thing I won't let them touch.
I hate
Nah,
spaghetti.
That meat sus.
I don't think I ate nothing in the can in like years
Nah, I like the spaghettios without the meat. Just the regular spaghetti
without the balls in it.
without the meatballs. They had the ones without the balls.
Nah, I ain't eat no.
I used to
ain't
fuck
eat
them up, throw some sugar in that joint. Y'all tripping, man.
I ain't eat no canned
I'm not
food,
eating
bro.
no canned food no
No?
more. I'm done.
Not no more.
I'll do some like some soup or some like some Progresso. That's the furthest I'll go with canned food.
I don't even have a
I
can
don't even
opener
eat
at
soup.
home.
No?
I don't even have. I don't own a can opener.
Oh, you-
Not even
I
tuna
bought
fish?
it-
You don't, how you open the tuna fish? You don't eat tuna fish?
I don't
Or you
know.
doing the
trying to
pack?
think.
I don't fuck with tuna fish.
I think.
Y'all
either
bougie
I get the
motherfuckers eating
pack-
the packs now and shit.
We drain the water out and all that shit, boy. Like, come on, man.
I'm still with the can draining the water, draining the oil.
Dry
you know.
ass tuna.
I don't think I ate tuna fish in a while though.
No.
Fuck no, I think that's another struggle meal. I
That's
ain't
a
buying no
struggle meal?
fucking cans of tuna.
I love me some tuna fish, bro.
Nah, that's one thing I won't eat anymore.
Tuna fish?
I will not eat tuna fish anymore. The sight of it, it's like
Y'all niggas.
PTSD.
Yo, it's soul food.
so you know
food.
it's no
So
soul food
potato
was-
salad and shit like that. Like
Nah, I
that's
don't
No,
think
it costs a couple dollars for that.
Yeah, that shit was that was like a like a holiday joint.
Yeah, that was.
but it's still like scrappy shit. Potatoes and mayonnaise and shit like that. That's scrappy ingredients, bro.
That used to be my shit. My struggle, egg salad. I used to make egg salad. My kids love my egg salad too. That was our shit too. Struggle, man. You just putting eggs in the fucking boiling eggs and cutting them up and shit. Yeah, but no, potato salad.
When I gave my kids the hot dogs and baked beans, like I got them like good hot dogs and I got them like good like bush beans and stuff like that. Man, I had pork and beans and chicken hot dogs.
Right. They had the brown sugar joint.
Yeah. I had the fucking hot dogs that taste like cardboard, man. Tastes like a Chico stick.
Did y'all see the
Yo,
it was a video. It was on Twitter or the shade room or the girl heating up the kid cuisines.
Yeah, what about that? Yeah, that was the thing. So it's always something. So she's like, 15 years later, she's retasting all of the meals you grew up off as kids and things you had.
Cake cuisine was nasty 15 years ago.
Yeah,
It's
that's
still
what I
the fuck
think.
nasty.
Yeah, that shit.
No,
was
I ain't gonna lie. I used to fuck with the brownie. The brownie was good for some
No,
reason.
you would burn the brownie. And shit
the
like
brownie.
that.
If you cooked the food, good, the brownie was done.
Yeah. Either the fries were still frozen
Real
or the
shit.
brownie was burnt. There was never
Yeah,
no
it
in
was no
between.
in
No.
between. Real shit.
Never no in between.
So we'll post the video up on the page, right? When I look at things different now, like I think the box really sold me on like the food.
The penguin.
Right.
Yeah, the packaging, like
For
the
sure.
colorful letters and all that, the little
sure.
penguin and all that.
Yeah.
But when you open that fucking meal, that meal was done. Like, and the brown, come on, bro. They didn't even fill a brownie all the way up to the
Right.
top. The brownie was supposed to rise, and it never rose,
always sunk,
never
yeah.
risen.
Brownie was always a fucking Chips Ahoy cookie.
What other thing you think though? Like I remember the milk packages that was like the Pamper
bag?
Jones in the bag. Like I'm pretty sure that shit is horrible now.
Wait, what was it?
You know,
The milk that used to be in the
it
bag.
used to be in a plastic bag.
They used to like on some Capri Sun shit.
You used to have to get the pointy straw.
Yeah, they used to make it like a
We used to
diaper.
beam
I don't
them
like
with
milk.
each other.
So
But you had them though.
I'm sure.
They was there.
Yeah, it was there. Fucking box pizza.
Yeah.
But if you in hindsight, that box pizza had like holes in the box and shit like that on the side.
Yeah.
I know it was rats and roaches and shit all on that pizza. And they
The
just
lunch
giving it.
lady, the lunch lady always insinuated like this shit dirty. Like they always like,
You sure you ain't that?
like if something hit the floor, like I ain't eating that. It been down there, like
down there,
Yeah.
yeah.
They always insinuated like, motherfucker, you eating dirt anyway.
Shit open. Like you giving kids open box pizza. Crazy. And then the space lunch. Everybody used to be hype over fucking beef jerky and a cheese stick. Cheese stick, I mean.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. They called it the space lunch.
It's like hot food.
See, that's why I went to Catholic school, right? And we had to pay all that money for Catholic school, and we had to bring our own lunch.
Nah, they robbing y'all.
We had to bring our own lunch.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, y'all talking about this, yeah. We had to bring our own shit. Yeah.
They did that during COVID with my kids, but I understood, but it was like, I pay all this much in tuition. You can't knock the tuition down some. Like, y'all not using the chef. Y'all not cooking the food. Like, and knock this tuition
to
down.
be fair, my fucking Catholic school was like Eastside High, though. That shit was horrible. It was in the middle hood in 23rd and Mifflin.
That's
St. Edmunds.
Yeah.
That shit was like Eastside High. 1 year we ain't had no desk. We was standing up the whole fucking 8 hours. Or 6 hours. We was in school.
I know you fucking lying.
Dead ass, yo. We would do activities and
That's
shit.
what the shorty say on TikTok or something like that. No, Instagram.
the joint the statue drew?
No, it's the chick. I think like BB Cardone or something like that. And she like do like split videos on like a TikTok, and then she be like, I know you fucking lying. I know you wasn't standing up the whole 6 hours.
No, they let us. One day we came in regular clothes and went up in the attic and got the desk from out the attic and had to clean them and shit like that.
Now just work like work.
My skill, that was my shit. I love that school though.
I bet it taught you a lot of core values. Like
Shit sound like a concentration camp.
Yeah.
Then once you got up to like 6th, 7th grade,
Eastside High had desks.
Eastside House.
That shit was worse than Eastside High.
The fuck?
When you got to 6th or 7th grade, they let you go home for lunch though. You go home and come back. Y'all ain't never do no shit like that?
No.
Go home and eat noodles. No.
Fend for your fucking self.
Yeah, go home and eat and then come back.
Nah.
You spend all that money for that. Yeah, they was robbing the shit out of us. Think about it. God damn. Mom, they got us.
I think y'all could get together and get a class action lawsuit going on.
That shit over that school. It's very
Noah was lead in
very
there.
annex.
For sure.
Noah was lead in that building.
Asbestos.
Yeah.
Lead.
Y'all went up to the attic and got them asbestos filled dust.
For sure. Yeah.
You definitely inhaled something.
Yeah. What's that shit? Mesothelioma?
No, you got that miso sound.
Yeah, you said the miso sound.
You got that miso sound.
That miso soup. Miso horny.
Let me go ahead and get my money for this, man.
That shit built character though, King.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's crazy.
South Philly.
That's crazy. Anything else though? Like any other?
I'm still on this shit. I'm on this shit. This is your elementary school? Yeah. I went to public school. We never did no shit like that.
I went there from 1st to 8th.
No, my what's the name school was kind of.
It wasn't like that all the way the whole time.
My charter school, like the middle school, that shit was bad. Yeah, they was like, you never want to start a school when they first open up. So we was like,
oh yeah, I was guinea pigs.
Yeah, we was
pretty
like,
much.
And then every year we went up, the school opened up. So we was 7th grade. That was the first year for 7th grade. When we got to 8th grade, it was the first year for 8th grade.
Right.
Man, they had us sitting there long desks. Like, we ain't had no individual desks. And then your books just went on the floor and shit like that. Like, we was sitting at, like, long, wooden, old-ass desks.
See, my shit wasn't the only fucking.
In the auditorium, too. Like, we ain't had no classroom.
Our auditorium was fucked up. We had our basketball court was like the wooden backboard. It was one court. Had the backboard was fucked
old
up.
ass movies. The one the fucking old.
Yo, I wish.
Did they have a wooden backboard in Butter Rum? That's how the bull died because he slapped the wooden backboard and jumped off the roof.
I wish I had pictures and shit. Nuts up.
Not the wooden backboard off the roof.
Yo, if you watch that scene, there's no way he jumped off that roof. Yo, it's no fucking way. Like.
Anybody. Anybody from St. Ed's that listen when this post, man, write in the comments, tell them how that shit was, man.
not have doing the Magic Johnson in it.
Yeah, that's my shit till they call me Magic. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
The fact that kids cuisine is still around is appalling to me. To like the fuck?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. How the fuck she find that shit?
Yeah, like are they in
Who
regular
owns
market?
kid cuisines? Like I want to know.
I don't think it's in the regular market though. She probably won't.
She said she went to ShopRite.
Right? Oh wow, I'm gonna be checking for that shit too. Next time I go to shit.
Punish your kids and make them eat a kid
Kid
cuisine. Eat that brownie first.
No, they too grown.
You said they got a strawberry shortcake now.
Yeah, she said I wasn't even touching that. She said, "Look at that, look at that shortcake. I ain't even touching that."
I gotta see this.
Just like a brick.
Yeah,
Kid. Even Lunchables too. That shit was like confusing though, because they had like pizza joints, but they was cold. Like you couldn't warm them up.
yo, my mom used to lie to me. Right, this might be off topic. My mom used to say she was gonna bring me up, like, cause I never wanted to go to school. So she'd be like, "Yo, go to school. I'll bring you up a hoagie."
My mom did that to me.
Never brought you a hoagie.
And I used to be like, they used to be like, yo, they got pizza there. Nah, I'm cool. I got a hoagie coming up. I used to be like, no, I'm cool. I'm like, y'all can eat that. People be like, yo, I got chips. No, I'm cool. I ain't stopping at the store. I got a hoagie coming later.
You know what's crazy? then when pizza parties come around, you have the audacity to give me this 1/8 of an inch slice of
Cut it
pizza.
to it.
Yeah. We
That's
did
because the
pizza
teachers
parties.
was paying for that shit, though. I could applaud them for that.
It's
They-
only
that
30
shit-
kids. If you don't like, dog.
But that was coming out of their pocket, though. I know the school
Get a
ain't giving
small.
no money. You think they was going to the principal like, yo, can we get $30 for a pizza? Fuck no. They
Fuck
probably
no.
was like, yeah.
I don't want no fucking eighth slice of pizza.
Make sure you eat lunch if you
quarter
get
of
this
an
shit.
I ain't. Matter of fact, our pizza parties we had to pay for that shit.
Yo,
Yo,
that school
yeah, we
still
had to
open?
pay. No, that shit been going.
I bet it is, yeah.
I think my brother.
I
did.
think I think we did too though. We had to put like a dollar, in or something like that.
$2, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not us. I ain't never had to pay for no pizza party.
Y'all was booed. You ain't got no can opener. You get the bag toner. Like,
Bullshit shit. What's up with it?
Definitely ain't got no can opener.
Yeah,
For
money.
what? What the fuck am I opening a can? Tuna
yeah,
fish?
money. I got a can opener just in case.
Cannabis come with like the silverware set. Like when you buy like sets and shit.
Somebody told y'all you needed a can opener. They do come with like the
they
sets.
come with the
but,
sets
yeah.
when you buy the box of the sets.
I ain't got no set, motherfucker.
I
I'm
feel
from
like
the hood.
having a can opener in the crib is like having a screwdriver,
Yeah.
just in case.
What do you use your can opener for?
A
My
can.
tuna fish, nigga. Hey,
You don't even eat
fish?
tuna fish.
Hey, man.
So what are you opening?
Listen, no, I ain't gonna lie. When 2020 happened, it was bags of beans, bags of rice, and cans. I had a shitload of cans. All
I still got my COVID cans I gotta get rid of. I know they old.
I know they expired.
Yeah, I got my COVID cans.
I know they expired.
I was buying canned meat and all that. If it get hard, we need this. Like,
But I was big
you
on.
never know how hard it's gonna get.
I was prepping for shit to happen.
Yeah, COVID had everybody scared like shit was about to be over. They was gonna run short in the market.
So I tell y'all, I still got the bulletproof vest on the job.
Come on, man.
Cause I
Don't do that to yourself, man.
I was expecting shit to go down.
They really thought it was gonna be
I was
zombies.
expecting shit to go down.
Niggas killing each other. Shit. They,
They
really
asked for that
saying
shit back. I said nope.
Yo, if you hearing the heat sound, you gotta watch the visual because you gotta get the heat, like the movement in it. It ain't just about the noise. It's the
This
movement.
Magic Johnson joke gonna be a running joke for a while. I hope you know that, right?
Magic is the greatest.
Get him, Carl. Get him, Carl.
The GOAT. What else are we talking about?
I think that's it, man.
I think that's it. We touched everything.
Yeah, September's
Touch
just looking forward to get people. September's supposed to be a
yeah.
busy month for us. We're gonna do a lot of things.
Stay
Get
tuned.
a lot of guests. We supposed to have a guest, but things happen. So, but we definitely gonna have a lot of guests coming up. September. September, we probably
We booked.
Booked
Yeah.
and busy.
we kind of booked and busy.
September gonna be popping.
Yeah, and we'll give you a heads up who coming. So if they don't come,
Be on
spam they
their
page.
Get them.
Yeah, we gonna tag them.
yeah, spam
I
they
thought you was
page.
gonna be on the dip.
Yeah.
I know you there. I know you there. I know you there.
Yeah, spam them and shit like that. But yeah, we definitely gonna do some things and stuff like that. And look out for the Facebook group. We gonna start. We sending out invites and stuff like that.
Special invitations is coming
Yeah.
soon.
So this what 16
Episode 16.
Paige Stojakovic.
Shit.
Paige.
Episode page. Yo.
Pager.